how to figure out the shape of the Earth. Right?
This is about, isn't it? Guys, I'm really gutted, Will, that you said I blocked you.
All right, so Steve, here is the sun. That sun is due south. You can see the lines down there on the ground. I can zoom in a little bit. You see the lines there? That's the line that's due south. And look, there's the sun due south. So there it is. About 2:30 a.m. The sun is due south. So there's the actual thing that people that are looking for truth would want to see. This is the sun due south. This isn't subjective body language. This is actual hard objective evidence, things that you could then go do yourself. You could go and stand in this very same spot and see if the sun sets. You could do it next year on the same day and see if the sun sets. But no, you don't want. You want to look at body language instead of actual evidence. Right? Because you don't have evidence. You know you don't have evidence. This is the problem with flat Earth. Flat Earth doesn't have evidence, so it's always about the not evidence. Let's not talk about evidence. Let's talk about something else. So be very clear. You do not prove the sun sets in Antarctica by not going to Antarctica. You would need to go to Antarctica for that. I did. The sun did.
We have tons of evidence.
Guys, I think it's telling. I have to say, I think it's telling, and this represents sort of like either Daniel in the lion's den or David and Goliath, that this conversation, since me saying that Jaron said the sun sets, and Will downing tools and going off and obviously making a few phone calls and looking at the evidence himself, and Jaron now having to say, well, maybe I didn't say it, or well, maybe I did say it, but now I've got 5 of the key players suddenly all in front of me. So Will's made some phone calls and said, guys, you need to get on here because we've entered dangerous territory. And this is what I mean by this. This is the spirit of the nation. You guys want to flatten. You want to obliterate God's creation. That's what you want to do. You want to obliterate.
No, Steve, I suggested to Will that me and Toon come onto the stream because we knew we could see it from a mile off that you were about to call us liars, and we thought it'd be better if you'd call it to our faces.
Hey, Steve, can I talk to you for a sec? Can you hear me?
Who is it? Sorry.
It's Whitsit.
Oh, hi, Whitsit.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, Whitsit. Whitsit, pleased to meet you, my friend.
Yeah, back at you, man. So, I heard you say that you were looking at my body language or something, and you thought that I was duressed. Can you kind of lay out to me what you think is going on here? You think that we were coerced or threatened or something?
Whitsit, what I think is, you see, on a stage where a story is making the world headlines, and you guys are going out to capture the midnight sun. Could you explain to me, Whitsit, what is it that made you say, there's guns are behind the camera and this is a stage? I'd just like to know why you said that.
Yeah, because I was trolling people that are saying things similar to what you're saying, which is we went down there and we obviously have to deal with. We're there with a bunch of Globers that are kind of gloating a bit or whatever, it's fine. And then obviously we know the mainstream's going to hate on us. The Globers are going to all taunt us. And then we look at our own side and they're calling us liars. And in fact, they're doing so with the most ridiculous claims, easily disproven claims. In fact, the Globers were way more focused on trying to debunk them. Jaron and I were just so in disbelief that we just largely ignored it. And so because I kept hearing all the feedback of all the theories, conspiracy theories and stuff, I just couldn't resist but to tell the joke, to make the joke like, oh, there's actually, because it was me being noticeably sarcastic. Now, of course, guess what? You can, of course, just look at the camera and you'll be able to see that all those people are standing there without guns, right? You realize that we have like uncut footage of all of it, right?
Of course, and I get that, Whitsit. But you see, because you're a guy who was fully on fire, and like Jaron, who makes a little slip up saying "and the sun sets," and I'm glad this picks up. That's absolutely going to blow up, and I'm believing it is because he does say that. In the same way, Whitsit, you've got a very good command of language, but for you to to go from talking about a creator and a flat Earth, and then you go to Antarctica with these guys, and then it's just I just find it telling that you say that it's a stage, and I know that you're saying that you were just being sarcastic, but also the truth can come out in things like this. Is that like I think that you were inside, you were probably very sad that you've got to this place, and this is what a lot of people are thinking, that you're sad that you were in this place where the guns literally are behind the camera, because it's not literal guns, but it's the power bases we see, and that's what we're talking about. I'm now confronting the lower echelons of the power bases that are seeking to destroy the idea of a God's special creation, which is a dome above us and an earth that he looks down upon. He looks down upon the circle of the earth. He sees us like grasshoppers and loves each one of us individually. And you want to destroy it, and you want to have a spinning globe in a massive, endless space. And
I've destroyed that claim for years. No one on this panel can debate me about that claim. What are you talking about? I've destroyed that claim for years. I've destroyed that claim against physicists and astrophysicists. They think that they're free falling, changing directions perpetually without a force, physically impossible.
I'm just saying.
They have to invoke. They have to invoke inertial forces external to the mechanical systems they claim for orbital mechanics. Never get a rebuttal ever. Never from anyone ever. What are you talking about that I'm trying to convince people that that's the case? I've devoted my whole life to actually disproving that.
No.
But this is what I'm saying. I didn't come in here to like argue with you or something. I don't want to. I'm trying to like reason with you because I can see that they're going to converge on you or whatever. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Like, will you answer this question directly? Do you think a 24-hour sun in Antarctica disproves flat Earth? Yes or no?
الراجل ده مسطح، واضح من كلامه ان هو مسطح. قالوا سيبك من كل الكلام ده، احنا بنرد عليه. حياتنا اللي فاتت دي، السنوات اللي فاتت بنرد عليه. كرسنا عمرنا او جزء من عمرنا في هذه القضية، يعني بذلوا وقتهم كله. قال له انت هتعتقد ان في شمس 24 ساعة ولا لا؟
He froze, right? I didn't know if everyone else froze.
Yeah, it looks like he froze.
Crazy timing.
It'll be a conspiracy, I'm sure.
That's great timing. Yeah, I've done nothing on my end. I don't even think I have the ability in StreamYard to freeze somebody.
Just want to check
No.
my book, Ricky.
I can hear you, but we can't see your camera. You should exit and rejoin. Because that's what I think this is, right? A lot of flat earthers do think that it is a major problem for flat Earth, and that it disproves flat Earth. I disagree with them, but if that's what they think, they should just be honest about it. That's what I think it is. I think a lot of people really internalize that model. I'm sure I know a bunch of Globers want to say that same thing. Well, whatever. I think you're both wrong. But if that's what they think, then they should just say it. Don't we all kind of agree that's what's kind of going on?
Yeah, I mean, I've said from the outset that it's everyone needs to find their own truth. Everyone needs to reconcile the facts that they see and come up with whatever, whether that is a globe, whether that is a different flat Earth model. But you've got to be honest with yourself in what you saw. So, I'm not expecting you or Jaren or whoever to just say, "Oh, there's a 24-hour sun. That's it. There's a globe." But I'm expecting you to, like you've done, say that the model that people have been pushing around doesn't fit. We need to find something else that works, not just like Steve here and just turn around and go, no, everything's a lie, everything's fake because it must be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think for you to have that position, you must actually think it disproves flat Earth in some way, right? Or you wouldn't need to react that way. They're kind of talking out of both sides of their mouth. A lot of these people, they're like, no, it's just the lights in the sky. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't disprove flat Earth. But then they're just irrationally claiming it's all fake, as if they're kind of in this desperate, survival state, which is kind of showing their true cards. I don't know. It's all good. I don't know if you can jump back on. Obviously, I don't want to sit on here and just talk about this all right now, but I do kind of empathize with some of these people. I think a lot of this comes from like trauma of being deceived a lot, and I resonate with a lot of them a lot more than some of you guys, right? Because I don't resonate with people that run cover for a lot of the deceptions and lies, and we have been lied to about a lot. And when you see it all, it does kind of get to you. So I empathize with these people. I don't empathize with dishonesty or anything, though. I think that's so I don't know if he's going to come back on here. I can wait for a few more minutes, but yeah, I don't know.
he was concerned that you said what you did, and then he was concerned that you hadn't done a live yet, and so Jaron told him you did like a 5-hour live last night.
Yeah, and when I got home, I jumped on Fire Friday, so I got home 2:30, stayed till 6:30. My daughter woke up at 8:30, so I slept for 2 hours, and then because I wanted to wake her up, and then I had all this stuff at home packed, and then immediately went to Tennessee. So then I got back like late Saturday night, and I was immediately trying to mess with all those videos and stuff. So yeah, it's no grand conspiracy, man. I had to go to Tennessee when I got back. So
Awesome. Yeah. He's gone. So
okay.
I think Steve, I don't know what to say, but he's gone. He's not calling me, texting me, or trying to get back on. So I think he's done.
All right, cool. Well, you guys be easy. And by the way, look up Laura 830-mile radio frequency tests. 6 foot above the water buoy. Fishing boat. Should have been blocked under 10 miles. 900 megahertz. Way too high to bounce off the ionosphere. We got issues over here on the globe. Sounds interesting. You guys stay easy. I empathize with you guys too some. Try to be honest. Try not to gaslight people. But I trust me, I'm getting it way worse than you guys probably, so I get it, so it's all good. So, all right, anyway, peace.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Austin.
For reference, electrical engineer training here, there's not a problem for the globe.
Yeah, second that. There's no problem with the globe.
Will, since I'm seemingly live now that we weren't expecting, should we update everybody with the whole 24-hour video saga just to get it out there so that people are aware?
Definitely, yeah. Tell everybody what you've done, and yeah.
Okay, great. So, just so everybody's aware, because I know there's a lot of people asking, where's the 24-hour straight video, because apparently a 24-hour time-lapse isn't acceptable enough. That was shot on Will's camera, not mine. But the Insta360s, well, firstly, Will recorded 5.7K, 30 frames a second, full 360 degrees. It wound up being over 650 gigabytes worth of video. When you shoot on Insta360s, they don't record as a straight MP4 file. They record as an INSV file. Each one of these is 14 gig, and there's 51 of them, because the camera only records 30 minutes at a time, and then it jumps to a new file. So Will wound up with 650 gig across 51 files that then need to be put together into a single 24-hour video. His computer just couldn't handle it at all. So I said, send it. I can try it on mine because I've got a pretty powerful PC. So he uploaded all 51 of those files to a cloud storage, sent me a link. I then had to download all of them, 2 files at a time, because for some reason if I tried to download more than 2 at a time, it kept getting download errors. So it took me pretty much 2 full days to download all of the files onto my computer. It then took my computer a further 36 hours to export a 25.5-hour 653 gig file, which I have here. That is the real-time 360 video. With sound as well. Okay, so the file is there, it does exist, but it's huge. I've uploaded it back to cloud storage to send back to Will, but for some reason Google Drive is taking forever to process it, and Will, you've tried twice, did you say, to download it, and it's not working yet?
That's right.
Then we have another problem that YouTube limits it to 12 hours. So I thought, great, we'll just speed it up to double speed, 60 FPS. People can play it at half speed; it'll be fine. Turns out there's a 256 gig limit to the files as well. So I am currently exporting the first 10 hours of that, which has been going now for 8 hours, and it's 87% done. It's going to be 247 gigs. So once I've got that exported, I'll upload that to Will, start rendering part 2, and then it'll be part 3 as well. So yeah, It is coming, people, but it's just a frigging big file that's going to take a long time to sort out. So it's not some massive conspiracy. It's just limitations with technology that we're all trying to face. So yeah, I'm going to be heading off now, guys, because I've got kids to go and put to bed and stuff. But yeah, this was fun.
Thanks, Dave.
No worries,
Appreciate
guys.
it,
Take
man.
care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
If I could add a little more context, I've been wrestling with Insta360 Studio as well. It's people like, oh, I've somebody in the chat has a powerful computer. The problem is, of course, you have to transfer nearly a terabyte of data, but also the Insta360 Studio app is not very well written. It doesn't leverage the GPU very well. I'm looking at it running on my GPU, and it's not pegging my GPU. So it's not GPU bound. It's something else bound. In the system, I'm pegging my CPU, even though it's a GPU type operation. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's slow to do no matter what. It takes 24 hours to output a 12-hour video, and then I've done it three times. There was issues with it. The most recent one, the one I was showing, is over 300 gig. It's too big, so I'm re-rendering right now. About half done with that one. Now, Will sent me the same one that Dave was talking about, so I'm going to try to render that as well. So
Awesome. Someone just suggested that Dave upload the video straight to the TFE channel. That's a great idea, so I will probably do that. Cool. Well, that live was very exciting. Someone sent me a message saying it was the best live they've ever seen. So I will take it. Thanks, Critical Think, for joining. You went home from Antarctica $500 richer. And somehow, magically, the flight that he did not think exists all of a sudden magically works on the Gleason's map.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of ruler they were using, but very strange.
But loved having you with us, and we're going to be releasing more of your data and information on the TFE channel soon. So, take care.
thanks, Will.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Monday, you don't want to miss it. We've got a premiere in the Final Experiments series, which will be the 24-hour moon. So that video is incredible. It turned out well, and again, there is no response or answer to a 24-hour moon on a flat Earth. So anyway, look forward to that, and we'll keep releasing more experiments, more videos, and more evidence for the globe and against flat Earth. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
زي ما انتوا شفتوا يا جماعة، الموضوع عندهم موضوع بس النموذج ده، لأنه فعلا ميقدروش يدحضوا شمس 24 ساعة أو شمس منتصف الليل، لكن لازالوا متمسكين بالأرض المسطحة. عموما دي قناعات، ولكن المشكلة هي علاقتها بالدين. ليس من الصواب أبدا ولا من المقبول ان انت تزعم ان انت بتدافع عن الدين، وان انت عايز ترد على الجماعة العلميين بانك تنكر العلم اللي عندهم وبس، وتسوق اللي عندك ديت بانه هو شيء ديني، وتقول لأتباعك او لجمهورك او للناس اللي انت بتعرض عليهم افكارك هو ده الدين والعلم تحت قدمي، او ان انت تقول ان ده مش علم، ده علم زائف، على اساس يعني ان انت يعني من العلماء المتخصصين في هذه المجالات العلمية. الموضوع يطول، اكتفي بهذا القدر، وانا ارحب بالمناظرات او الناس اللي هي جادة في البحث عن الحقيقة، وفي بعض الناس فعلا بيحاولوني في الخاص او بيسألوني في الخاص بس على فترات متباعدة، وبوجههم وبيتقبلوا التوجيه. بعض المرات القليلة أذنوا لي بإني أنشر هذه التسجيلات، وأترككم في حفظ الله، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.